Hello guys, good morning. Today we are going to be looking at a thing we always look at, which is basically the volatility trend index. Now we'll basically be looking at the higher time frame. Let's see what we have on the market. Okay, on the higher time frame we have this area. I'll prefer to use this zone, which will help us mark it out well. So we have this point, which is a break of structure, and we've had price dropping for a while. That makes sense. Um, One thing I can easily say for a fact is until this trend line is being broken, before we can confirm that price is really going to the upside, and that is also going to be in alignment with the retest here. So let me use this so you can understand what I'm saying. So it's going to be in alignment with this point, with a retest at this price point. So, but at the moment, we can currently see we are on a downtrend, which hasn't changed because we didn't have this price here broken. So we had a break of structure here. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame so you can see what we are saying clearly. So we had what you can call a break of structure at this price point, which makes sense. And then we had another break of structure here. So one thing which we can easily say happened was price did something here. It broke structure to the downside here. And after that, it made a rally to the upside. You get giving us structures, and when it hit this price point, we can see it gave a bearish engulfing candle, we can give a confirmation and it dropped. Now, most times it's always difficult to catch this move because for me, I actually got in for a buy at this price point. Yeah, I got in for a buy at this price point, targeting this TP, but I just closed out when I saw this serious rejection here. So I didn't really make my full profits and I didn't really make loss. I closed out around this area when I began to see rejection. So waking up this morning, I saw that price has really fallen down to the downside. So what will I call this? This is now an opportunity. It's a client call that we'll be looking at. Price that is changing structure because we've gotten a break of structure here, a break of structure here, and price reacting from this zone. So it's a client call that we should be looking out for what an entry for a sell. Two things would happen. Either price breaks these zones into the downside, respect this area and continue dropping, or it comes into respecting this other block here. So we now have another block here in alignment with the mitigation zone. So this would be a nice entry for a sell. Yeah, so this would be a nice entry for a sell. But in alignment with all of this, we just did because of this rejection coming from this side. We have to also understand that we would need to plot our trend line from this low. Remember, I always like to use my line graph. So let's just go to the line graph and get that done. So connect it from this point to this point. Now, our sell is not yet confirmed because we always like to get a trend line break from this point before we can now know that, okay, price is clearly going to hit this point here. But then one thing we can easily see on smaller time frame is we can see that price is expecting has respected this area here for a break. Oh, guys. So we can see that price has respected this area, has broken this trend line, and by virtue of breaking this trend line, we expect it to clear out this low. So that is that for that. With this new move, we have to now mark out all our resistance levels from here to the downside and look at what price would do. So we have this resistance point. This is a strong resistance point, which price is currently either reacting to or coming to react to because there's also another zone here. So it is either reacting to this point or coming to it's going to come and react from this particular area, targeting this place for a major sell. So let's allow price do its thing. let's allow price drifting around here. Your entry would be if price gets to this upside, which is this zone. If price gets to this point, you can take an entry at this area, and your stop loss will be at this high here. So you can decide to use this high, or you can decide to use this high. So that will be your stop loss. But your entry will be from this point, and you can really hold it if you can. If you can hold it, it will be a good trade to hold for a while though, because we expect it to clear this low. So let's see how price will react from there. So we also have this area of resistance here, and we have this area of resistance also. We have this one also, and we have this one. So you can see we've been able to mark all our levels, all these areas of resistance. We have these ones here. I will just mark this one because we have price reacting from it here, this point to the upside and again down to the downside. So this is what we have for volatility 10 index. We've gotten a trend line break, and this is even a trend line break and retest by price. By that, we mean price has reacted to this one. So if price can come back, it will be a good thing. But if not, let's watch how price react. But in all, we can begin to say that the bias has changed from buys to sells in the sense price has hit this resistance out, it has taken out this high and respected this mitigation here. So we should be all in for sales to this TP. So it's a good opportunity at the moment. It's just be patient to be able to catch up with your entry at the right price point and you'll be fine. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame and let's see what we can pick up out of that time frame. Okay, so on the 15 minutes time frame, um, nothing much. We can say we got a clear break of trend line and retest at this point. That was not really clear until this price has dropped, breaking this zone. So now it has broken this zone, we can now say price is clear for a downtrend. So we can only watch what will happen and use that piece of information to identify and take action on what we expect to happen. So that will be that, guys. That will be all for now, guys. To have a wonderful day and make use of this information the best way possible you can. I wish you all profit this week and peace, guys. One love.